The 2024 Mondial de Auto in Paris comes at a very important time for the automotive industry. There are a number of challenges facing, not least an electric vehicle slowdown in registrations. So it's important for the automotive market to engage with buyers, both fleet and public, when it comes not only to electric vehicles, but hybrids and plug-in hybrids as well. In the halls here at Paris, there are also plenty of petrol models and hydrogen as well, with new concepts, new technologies, and new vehicles that will be appearing on European roads in the coming months. Hot on the heels of the Renault 5, Renault has also dipped into the classic naming pool to bring back the Renault 4. This compact B-segment SUV is what the carmaker hopes will inspire buyers towards a new battery electric vehicle. And it brings back some of the classic styling as well, with a canvas roof, spacious boot, but it can also cover 400 kilometers on a single charge. Renault really needs to work to get those battery electric vehicle sales up, and with the 5 and the 4 in place, it should have the ability to do just that. This is the Renault emblem. It features a 40 kilowatt-hour battery and a hydrogen fuel cell as well as a range extender, meaning that it could theoretically cover up to 1,000 kilometers. Now, Renault has introduced this concept to try and reduce the amount of CO2 that is pumped into the atmosphere from the cradle to grave of a vehicle. It's estimated that this can create just 5 tons of CO2 across its entire lifetime. The Citron C5 Aircross concept brings the Citron C5 to the medium STLA platform, the first time we've seen this from the carmaker. It's a really bold design as well, featuring first of all the new front badge, really nice strong lines and a nice flared area at the back to give it a really impressive stance. It's a very spacious vehicle as well, with a very aerodynamic flow, even belying its strong, bold looks. Citroen's really done well here to bring its family ethos through in the C5 Aircross concept, and we're seeing a lot of the stocky, bolder looking vehicles from the French car maker, including the new EC3. Speaking of the EC3, here it is in all its glory, and we can see design styling similar to the C5 Aircross concept. This is a really important model for Citroën. It's a compact SUV, it's a lower price BEV, and it's going to have to appeal to a mass market to help the car maker really increase its battery electric vehicle sales. The styling is boxy, but there's plenty of lines around it that help aid the aerodynamics. And it does look quite funky, I really like it. BYD did not say which car they were going to be launching at the Mondial Auto in Paris, but we now know it to be this, the BYD Sea Lion 7. It's a very important car for the brand, it's Tesla rival, and we're going to be seeing it on European roads soon with its coupe SUV styling. It's got an 82.5 kilowatt-hour battery in this model, which allows it to do around 400 kilometers of range. Now, BYD is of course subject to provisional EU tariffs on the import of Chinese-built electric vehicles, but the brand has confirmed that it will be making vehicles in Hungary with a new factory set to go live in the end of 2025. BMW have come to Paris with two new additions to its new class lineup. The BMW Vision new class is a sleek coupe electric model, while the BMW Vision X new class is a larger, sportier SUV, both of which showcase the design style that the German carmaker wants to take with future models, with light-up grilles, bigger LED lights and a much smoother appearance. This Dacia is big, which is why it's called the Bigster. This C-segment SUV comes with a panoramic roof and plenty of space inside for passengers. It comes in 3 mild hybrid powertrain types with a full hybrid also on the way, and it certainly stands out on the road. Dacia really has benefited from its ownership by Renault Group when it comes to developing these vehicles, and it really is now a brand that is very, very appealing to consumers. Kia are here in Paris with the EV3, the new addition to the EV family, smaller than the EV6. Now, the brand says that this could do up to 600 kilometers on a single EV charge, and it costs around 30,000 euros. So it's a full motoring in an SUV, and the styling is very Kia as well, taking the EV9 and almost making it more compact with a big, bulky back end, a boot section with some lovely LED lighting here. It's very big, it's very chunky, it's not very aerodynamic, and that might count against it as an EV on the road, but it's certainly a car that's great to look at. The Ford Capri has broken cover for its European debut here at Mondial Auto in Paris. Ford has said it's going to be concentrating on using legacy names for its battery electric vehicles in order to build consumer demand by evoking emotions. And the Capri does look like a good car, especially in this yellow. It was also unveiled by Eric Cantona, who is Ford's spokesperson for the Capri and was promised the 7th model off the production lines. BMW has also brought this, the iX5 hydrogen fuel cell vehicle, to Paris. Now, the carmaker has been testing this on European roads over the last few months and recently announced a further collaboration with Toyota to develop fuel cell technology, which could play an important part as the industry moves towards zero-emission vehicles. Hydrogen is an unknown in the passenger car market, but it might be better suited to the logistics and heavy goods vehicle sectors. But BMW is trying to put it out into the market at present. It's further developing the technology which uses hydrogen to power electric motors rather than electric batteries, which means you can get greater ranges while filling up at the same time as it would take for a petrol vehicle. The infrastructure does hold the technology back as well as the cost, so it'll be interesting to see how hydrogen develops, but it's great that BMW has embraced it enough to bring it to Paris. Cadillac is back in Europe and they're bringing 2 models this time, the Lyric and the Optiq, both of which exude that American styling, the big, bold design. This is a very big front end. It's a very long car, but it's also got the comfort that you would expect from a premier brand such as GM's Cadillac.